Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back on the day of joy, self-expression, connection, and fundraising for Hearts Need Art. It's hour 2. We've got all day. We're here until 9 o'clock tonight, hoping to raise $6,000 for Hearts Need Art to continue what we do in the hospitals. We did over 9,000 interactions in 2023, and we were hoping to do 10,000 or more in 2024, and we really can only do that we can't do that without your support out there. So if you can go to, let me put up the banner, givebutter.com/day of joy and help us continue those. Our board secretary, Tracy, has put in a match of $250 for the first $250. So right off the bat, we could end up with $500 very quickly. So please go there. I'm here with Lisa, artist in residence extraordinaire Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, Lisa. Now, you haven't been here that long, but out of those 9,000 interactions in 2023, I want to tell you how many of those you did personally. You have, let me get your, where are you here? 922 patients. No, I'm so sorry. Wrong list. Now it's going to seem sad, but Lisa joined at the end of the year, so she hasn't had that many. You had 39 patients, 8 family members, and 100 staff members.
That's still good.
Amazing. And you joined. When did you finally get in the hospital? Because the onboarding process was really long at the hospital you were going to.
I know I was really in it in October, but I think it was before that. I mean, but I was really getting involved
in the hospital,
like really making contact.
Why the person I said 922 is Izzy. Izzy's been here since almost the beginning, and so that's why her numbers seem crazy compared to Lisa's. But Lisa, huge impact. So thank you for that. Can you tell us a little bit about your time in the hospital and what brought you to Hearts Need Art and what life is like now that you're interacting with so many people?
Okay, well, what brought me to Hearts Need Art was what your mission really it is. It means a lot to me because I was a caregiver and I spent a lot of time in hospitals, and everything that we do in this program is so it means the world to me, and I can see how much of an impact it has on people. So I really wanted to be part of that. I'm also an artist, so it just was perfect. Getting into these hospitals and getting in to see patients and seeing what an impact we have. People want connection, and people want to be seen and be heard. And I just, every day I'm learning over and over again how important it is that for people to be able to express themselves and connect. And as artists, we go in and we are creative and we use imagination and we're vulnerable. And when patients are able to mirror that, something magical happens. And my experiences over and over again, they're never the same. But I see people open up when they feel safe. And this program just, it works in hospitals. It really works. And I don't know if I helped answer any of that, but that's what I'm experiencing day after day. It's never the same, but connection, it's always, people need that. We need that, all of us. Yeah.
I think what I was most shocked with when I first started volunteering at Hearts Need Art in 2018 was you're going into the hospital and you're working with adults and you're working with people who are fighting for their lives. And I thought it would be so sad. And sometimes it is. But the shocking part to me was like people still wanted to have joy and to have fun and to laugh. What are you surprised by in the hospital?
What am I surprised by? How strong people are, how much family impacts people. People, I mean, people have challenges, and in hospitals, you have a lot on your mind. You think all the time about the future, the past, and it's amazing how strong people really are when they're kind of boxed into a situation and they're trying to fight. They're trying to get better. I'm amazed at how resilient people are. It just amazed me.
Yeah, every day it feels like I can't believe it. We're also lucky that we have people who go in before and after and kind of help find people for Lisa to interact with, and then we talked to them after about how their experience was. And I just wanted to put up this quote by someone about you that someone put, and it said, they said, spending time working with Lisa was really cool. It's nice to break away from the TV and phone and try something else to pass the time here, because a lot of the people we work with are there for a long time. This isn't like we showed up to get our vaccine and we left. Like, they are there for months at a time, and to give them the opportunity to do something human-like is great. And the things people say, I could sit here for 4 hours and talk about the survey results that people talk about Lisa and the amazing stuff you're doing. So thank you for being here.
Yes.
I know a lot of people that are watching today might be new to Hearts Need Art and might not even know what we do. And so we put together a little package of what we do here at Hearts Need Art. And then Lisa's going to walk us and some friends from Task Us through an art activity. They're going to join us on screen. So take a look at this video. Lisa, can you tell them what, if you're at home watching and you want to do this art activity, what supplies do they need?
You will need 2 forms of paper or canvas the same size, 8 by 10 standard paper from the printer is fine, a piece of string, a paper plate, a couple of Q-tips, and a choice of a couple of acrylics, 6 acrylics, 3 acrylics, doesn't matter, just a handful of paint and that's it.
Okay. I couldn't find string, so I found my dog toy, and during this video, I'm going to cut it up to use it. So watch this video while I prepare myself. What if I told you that you weren't going home today? You've been living your life, you crushed your work deadlines this week, you have plans with your friends tomorrow night, and you wouldn't even imagine missing your weekly Sunday family dinner that's been a staple for 8 years. Suddenly, you don't even know if you'll be alive on Sunday. Out of nowhere, your dignity is being stripped just as quickly as the clothes are coming off your back to wear nothing but this ugly gown that you know has been worn by hundreds, if not thousands, of other people. You woke up today, you drank your coffee, you kissed your family or your pets goodbye and told them you'd be back after work, and suddenly you're now in what feels like solitary confinement. You're all but naked in front of what seems like 24 strangers. You don't have a cell phone charger, and you've been fasting since breakfast to make room for that burger you were going to eat before you went home tonight. Not today. You're a prisoner now, doing 24 hours to life, and you haven't done anything wrong. But something is wrong with you, and the only way to fix it is to put you in this cell by yourself, where you can do nothing but sit and think about the rest of your life. If you're lucky, you will be able to shower alone. You're told what and when to eat, and don't even think about sleeping because you must wake up every 2 hours and be poked and prodded by even more strangers. What day is it? How many needles have they plunged into your arm? What's in this IV? Have you pooped yet? That must be monitored, so don't forget to call your nurse when you do. When do you get to go home? Is that even an option? Are you going to die in here? This is how some people are forced to live for the rest of their lives, and this is the environment we put them in to heal. Don't most people go crazy without sleep? Remember being a kid and only wanting your mommy when you were sick? They kick her out at 7 p.m. here because feeling love and connection and security and maybe, just maybe focusing on something else besides whatever brought you here might somehow be harmful. Don't get too comfortable though after Mom leaves because we need to take your vitals. There are over 500 different sounds that can be heard in an average hospital room, and that never stops. Not for lunch and not at 3 a.m. Don't get too comfortable, but please get well soon. Every hour there are countless knocks on your door and you can never say, no thank you. Doctors, nurses, the damn person that takes your blood seemingly 54 times a day, or your daily dose of toast and cold coffee. You're so excited when the person who cleans your bathroom arrives because you know they don't want anything from you. What if every day you knew one of those knocks was from someone who wanted nothing from you, but wanted to provide you with an opportunity to feel more like a human being? Imagine if every day someone was able to interrupt the pattern and gasp, you actually had something to look forward to. Something that could bring a smile to you, your loved ones, and even your care team that you realize have just been human beings all along too. Would you rather this room you're unable to escape resemble a test lab or a music venue? Maybe it looks like an art gallery full of custom art made just for you. Engaging in the arts can do so many positive things. Some of the long-lasting effects of having access to a creative outlet while in the hospital are seen by fewer call button pushes, less pain and requests for pain medication, improvement in overall attitude, a feeling of connection with healthcare staff, and as we've all heard, laughter is the best medicine. Imagine the hospital experience if you knew all of this joy was waiting for you. And that's why we're here today, to make sure those moments can continue. So please go to givebutter.com/dayofjoy and donate to help us continue those moments. All right, everybody who's not on camera right now, can you turn your cameras on? And we're going to bring them all out, our friends from Task Us, to say hello and make some art with us. Here we go. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Can we, let's see, I guess, Marcia, you're on top here. Can we start with Marcia and go around the room and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Marcia, and of course I work for Taskus. I work in customer service. I absolutely love working with people, and I am so thrilled to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Sherry.
Sherry. Hi. Hi, I am David.
Welcome.
Hi, I am David Ross. My name is David. Me 4.
And you're 4, and you work at Taskus, I'm guessing. We just met the CEO of Taskus, and his name is David, right there, and he is 4. So glad he could be here. Jeanette.
Hi, everyone. So yes, my name is Jeanette, and I'm working with TASAS. So I am an executive assistant, and I've been with TASAS for 6 years.
Nice. Thanks for being here. Anna.
Hi, I'm Vana. I've been with Taskas for 5 years and customer support.
Thanks for being here. And Rhonda.
Hello, I'm the Director of People and People Strategy, and I have the pleasure of working on DEI and CSR events like this. And we're just honored to support. We can't say enough about this organization, all that you do, and we look forward to our long journey with you and our partnership.
We're excited to have all of you here today, and thank you for showing up. I hope you all have coffee and water and everything you need, because we're about to make some art. Lisa, I will throw it over to you, and you can just follow along with Lisa.
Hello, good morning. Thank you guys, or good, whatever part of the day it is there. We are going to make abstract string art today. If you have all the pieces, I'm going to go over it one more time. 2 forms of paper, canvas is fine. 1 string, 18, 10 inches. What are you using, Richard? Dog toy string? I don't know.
Dog toy.
Yeah. Handful of paints, paper plate, and some Q-tips would help, or end of a paper paintbrush to dab the paint in. So for the moment, you can move the paper or whatever you have for the canvas out of the way. You need a paper plate, hopefully a clean surface that you won't, like a cardboard or wax paper or something would be ideal underneath it if you are prone to messes. David, I imagine you will not be, but I am. I know for a fact. Okay, so paper plate, paint. Pretend you're doing toothpaste. You pick your favorite colors, and around the perimeter of the paper plate, you're going to make little lines of paint all the way around. It should end up looking like this, however you want your colors to be. This is going to be your palette that's going to create this crazy design. Not this one, but some design based with your colors. So at this point, you're just doing lines of paint, 1 inch, half an inch, 2 inches, dots. Be creative, because this is what is going to end up being on your paper when you dip your string in it. So everybody okay right now as far as that? We can start the paint process. Good. Okay, David, let's do this. Got this. And it's any colors you want. I had a rehab class yesterday, and a young lady, or she did like 4 different colors of green and pink and purple, and it just ended up being this beautiful flower that I wouldn't have even thought to do. A couple guys did red and yellow. It looked like ketchup and mustard, but in the end, it ended up looking like fire. So there's no wrong way. just be creative. You got it. No wrong way. So just little lines. They can be as messy as you want because you're going to be dabbing the string and saturating the string with it when you get to that point. Has anybody done this before other than, has David even tried this yet? Or no?
Not yet for David.
Okay.
It's quite messy
Okay. Yeah. There's.
in the light.
I forgot gloves are optional. I did say that, but also good luck. It comes off pretty good. And then there's nothing wrong with repeating colors. I think white also looks really good. It blends nicely with the rest of the paint. So I'm going to probably stick a little bit of white in mine. Kind of mutes out some of the other designs. Let's see. And let me know when everybody gets all the way around their plate with color, and we'll go to the next step. How's the dog toy working, Dave? Richard?
It's cut and ready to go. My paint is ready to go too.
All right, awesome. Okay, so it should look something like however the color palette you did, but it should look something like this. And the theme and variation. How are we all doing? Is everybody good? Thumbs up. We're ready? Ready? All good at the bottom? Okay. Okay, so string, any length. Maybe tie a knot about 1 inch or 2 inches at the bottom of the string. Richard, you don't need to with the dog toy. It's just a reminder to keep this portion without paint because this is the part you're going to pull out. Everything else from that end, put it in the paint. You can use a Q-tip or end of a paintbrush, and you're going to wrap it around the circle and probably 1.5 times, depending on how long your string is. And then you're just going to start mashing it in. It's very kind of therapeutic, actually. Don't worry about blending the colors because they're going to be a hot mess on the paper. It'll be pretty cool. So you're going all the way around and saturating your string all the way up to that knot wherever you made it. So in the end, let me give you an example. This is a dried one, but in the end, you're just going to have a very colorful, very messy string though. So let me know when everybody has accomplished that. It's okay if the yellow matches in with the whites because it will be like that on the paper. Any other colors? One gentleman yesterday in the rehab class, he couldn't stop making him. We just kept cutting paper for him. He just had to keep going and trying different combinations of colors just to see what would come out. It was kind of fun. Okay, so at this point, just make sure that string is as saturated as you can get it because that's your paintbrush pretty much. Okay, so how are we doing? Everybody looking pretty good? How messy are the hands? I'm still clean right now. Okay, good. Let me know when you guys are good. Always feel like I need to mash a little bit more just to make sure I get the colors. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, we all good? Thumbs up, ready for the next step? Not yet, take your time.
Sorry, I think mine's taking longer because I ended up using twine. So it's kind of a little.
It's a little harder to get it in there, but it's, yeah, to make it like absorb a little bit. I think it works. I believe I've tried that as well. Take your time.
And I'm excited because I do have the orange and red theme going on, and you said fire.
Fire. fire.
This is gonna
It
be
was
good.
crazy. I was just like, how's this going to work? And it worked. It's just like, I am going to show you a sample. Okay, so after this is done like this, I'm going to set this just to the left. You're going to want to get your paper out, your paper or your canvas, one half of it, the other half just set aside. So I'm going to show you this one right here, what you're going to end up doing when you pull that string off your plate. In a perfect world, you can do anything you want. I've seen some really cool looks when you make kind of like this, but you can do loops. You're going to put your string down. You're going to put the other half on top. You're going to lightly press, like pretend like you were pressing the Kleenex box. And you're going to pull straight out and do not get it all over you. And then you're going to be like, whoa, what is this? So that's the idea, okay? So we'll go real slow. This is the part where you can get messy. But I lifted up. Ooh, I made too long of a string. Okay, I don't know who else. Okay, but we'll work it out. So I'm going to start at the top of my page. And I'm going to try to gauge. It doesn't matter if it makes dots. And that's why I have the knot at the end, because I kind of know. So this is about what it's going to look like for me. You guys do whatever you want. And I'm going to get a paper towel right now because I'm at the point where I'm getting messy. Give me a sec. Okay. Let me know when you guys have gotten that down. All right, cool. This looks cool too in the end. I mean, it's kind of neat. Let's see. Richard, how's the?
It was very, I got it. It was very thick. It's a tough dog toy, but it's down, and now I'm just afraid of how much mess I'm going to make, but I'm excited.
All right. Let me know when everybody's got their string down on the piece of paper or whatever you have. Good. How's David? How are you guys? Okay, take your time. Okay, so at this point, the top piece of paper gets put down straight on the other canvas paper. Hold it down. You're not holding it like a weight, but you can hold it like you were pushing I'm going to stand up for this to keep it off my clothes. Just hold it like you were holding a Kleenex box on top, and I'm pulling straight out of the bottom. It shouldn't be hard to do. And then, my string is very long. And then that's going to go on the paper plate. Tell me when you guys have done that. And then you just open this guy up and see what happens. And there's all themes and variations. Put them together, they can look all crazy and like, let me see what you guys have. If you feel like showing it, I would love to see it. Oh my gosh. So cool. And you can see how this could be, it's a lot of fun. I kept going with it. I tried all kinds of different kinds of paper just to see what would happen. And then more white and purple can be just beautiful. When you put these together, they're almost frameable, some of them. So when you put them together, they're really unique. Yay, I'm so glad. This is a pretty simple project, but yeah. You guys think?
I think my tip is don't use super thick string.
But
almost rope.
But it worked. It worked.
It's pretty. Yeah. Like I was surprised at and anybody can unmute and talk about what you did and how it was. So this is a free for all. But it's kind of fun because it all looked like the colors went together and kind of went gross. Like when I was covering the string, and then when I pulled it, the colors kind of went bright again. So that was fun.
Cool. Very good, guys. Thank you for participating with it. It's awesome.
Anybody else want to, now that it's a little bit bigger, anybody else want to share theirs or share how it went?
How are your hands? Let me see.
Not bad. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Not bad. Yes. Okay.
Not bad. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for creating with us. We do this often at the hospital, and it's fun because it's easy and you don't have to be good at art like a lot of people claim that they're not. You just throw some paint on a string and suddenly you're an artist.
Yes.
So thank you all so much for joining us, all of our Task Us in volunteers.
Thank you for having us. It's
you.
actually,
Thank
a
you.
great experience, and we can share it also among the team.
Yes. And it was just wonderful watching you. Like, I feel so calm now. Like, I'm ready to go want to color now. I'm excited. I can't wait. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing your talent.
Yes. Yes. You're welcome.
Thank you all. That was fun, Lisa.
Yeah.
What other, can you talk a little bit about the kind of some of the other stuff that you do in the hospitals? And I know also, I see a ton of art behind you. And so are we in your studio garage? What is this?
My garage is my studio at the moment. And I love charcoal and I love Conte. I love black and white. But being in the hospitals, I get to do everything. Things I have no idea how to do. I'm using materials that I'm just like, woo, let me do this. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting to try different things with patients. I don't even remember your question. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I did either. I got so distracted by what you were so into it that I don't even know what I said. What other things are you doing in the hospital with patients? And my other question is how do you, like I was saying about being, not a good artist, how do you respond to that in the hospital when someone says, no, I'm not good at art?
So yeah, you don't need to be good at art. The thing with art is, and I keep learning this as I meet more and more patients, is that it's about the process of being with people, and the outcome of art is not the end game, is not the point. So it's spending time and getting to know people, and if we create something, or if I draw something for them that means something to them, it's fabulous. But they can see me do it. I will give them confidence by going, boom, let's try this. And then they can do way more than they think they can. People, and then they get that escape and they get to feel, but they do. People automatically say, I can't do this. I'm not, and they can, they so can. They just need to see, and it can be crayons. We can start with crayons. Crayons are cool, Yeah. So I never can go in with a plan because I don't know what's going to happen, and it's so fun. It's so fun to go in the direction that they want to go in, whatever that is. I just go for it, and it's never the same.
I never considered myself a visual artist. So it scared me to death when I first joined Hearts Need Art. And my first group class, it was a table of 6 people. And I was sitting there and I wouldn't start my painting until I saw everybody else starting theirs, because I was so self-conscious, and I was like, I want to make sure mine's good. And and it took me a long time to not care. And it has turned from that into, I now have my own little pad that every day I try to do something, just whether it's writing, I write on here as well, but I just try, because why not? It doesn't have to go anywhere. Yes. But it's super relaxing and helpful, and sometimes you surprise yourself. Is what I have found.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
We have all day long. We're going to be here until 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, hanging with you all, playing games, doing more art, doing more writing, talking to all of our artists and musicians and writers. So we'll take a quick break to look at what we're doing for the rest of the day, and then we'll be back to say goodbye with Lisa. right, it is our day of fundraising here at Hearts Need Art. Lisa, one last question. If someone is like, should I donate? If they're on the fence of donating to Hearts Need Art, why would you say they should donate?
You'd be making an enormous impact. Put yourself in a hospital and put yourself in that bed and just imagine what it would feel like to have music coming down the hallway, or to have markers and paper and paint and somebody working on a window in your room of a blue rose. There is so much joy to be had and needed in hospitals, and arts, all the arts, poetry, writing, music, visual arts, bring that into a hospital it's much needed. Please, yes, it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
We had over 9,000 arts interactions in 2023. Our goal is for 2024 is over 10,000, and we really can only do that if y'all pitch in and donate. So we have a matching. Our board secretary has agreed to match the first $250 raised today. So make sure you go to givebutter.com/dayofjoy and donate. Lisa, thank you very much for hanging out this morning. No, I'm sure it's humid there in Texas, so please go inside where it's nice.
All right, you guys take care. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
My very first day was electric. It was wonderful. It is changing their lives for the better, and they remember these experiences and they hold on to them. And not only do they, but the artists like myself, we hold on to the experiences.
I see at ground level what it's actually doing for people. Not just hearing stories about it. I see it with my eyes. I hear it from their voices.
It definitely makes a significant difference for patients and healthcare workers. More than once, more than almost a dozen times now, I've heard people say that they are so shocked that it's available, and so happy to see it continue, and hope that it continues for more people in more hospitals soon.
I can't tell you enough how beautiful it is to be a part of this and to see the effect we're having, the positive effect we're having in the hospitals.
Their staff is super appreciative, so they're always super excited to see us, and that translates to their patients because they let them know that we're there as well. And it's been an amazing opportunity.
I see it. I see the enthusiasm. I'm grateful for the people that fund this organization. Amazing.
It's touching lives every single day. It's both fulfilling, not just for patients and hospital staff, but the people that work in Hearts Need Art are giving back and also receiving at the same token.
Thank you so much for being a part of this organization and being a part of what we do. I'm very grateful of that support, and I hope to continue to see that and continue to work not just with the hospital, with the staff, with the rest of the members in the organization, but most importantly with the patients. I think that they're the reason why we exist.